Well, we're back here in Cologne, South Dakota on a rainy day in late April. And we've got the Terra Jet here. I'll give you a few shots of it. It's a cute little rig. I built a windshield, put a top on it, front carrier, winch. And as you can see, I got the back off. Right now it has a Kholer 400 two-stroke snowmobile engine in it. And from day one when I bought this thing, this motor has given me grief. First, the starter burned out, so I had to buy a new starter for $200. Checked all the crank seals and everything. Had a Walbro carb on it, took that off, put a Mikuni carb on it, put it all back together, and it did run off and on, but it was always a Bearcat to start. It just would not start. I don't know if there's some seals out in the motor or not, but I'm just really frustrated with it. This two-stroke is what it came out with in 1973. But if you do any amount of time driving around with this Terra Jet, your ears just about ring. I mean, it is extremely loud, and I hate driving around town with this loud motor. So, and I took it up to my garden spot the other day and it died. It would not start. And it still won't start. I've changed plugs. I've did about everything with it. So I'm just really frustrated and had it with it. So I was talking to my old buddy down the street. He's a Briggs and Stratton lover. And he says, and he had told me one day, he said, well, I got a motor. And I thought, I don't know if I can do the conversion. So I've got so frustrated with this, I went down and looked at the motor he's got. And lo and behold, we'll go in here. It's an opposing, I think they call them opposing cylinder, Briggs and Stratton, 18 horse. It was off a Craftsman lawnmower. It says Craftsman 18 horsepower, but on top, the serial number and everything, it's a Briggs and Stratton. So I thought, man, this would be a deal to get a 4-stroke and something that is a lot more dependable. It's got electronic ignition, cast iron borers. So, and I've done some reading on the net on these engines, and they said they are a great engine. And I guess they didn't make that many of them. So I rigged it up here, and we're going to do a little startup for you. I'll have to put the choke down. And I'll let you hear it run. Now, to me, that's music to my ears. An engine, you crank it twice and it starts and runs. So this baby's going to go in the Terra Jet. The only thing is, I'm going to have to order the clutch for it. I can get it from Richard's Relics, and I got to give them a call. But today I just wanted to start it. I first thing I did was dump some gas down the carb, and she popped and fired off. So I pulled the carb, and it had a bunch of junk in it, cleaned that out, and now it just seems to run really great. I've never seen an engine quite like this with the opposing cylinder. So you see some of the pictures where they're, I guess they'd be vertical. This would be a horizontal. I pulled the pulleys off of here the other day. So the next thing is to get the Terra Jet into the shop. I got to get the Scorpion snowmobile out. I just don't feel like working on it. I'll work on that later this fall. It just needs a seat cover, basically all it is. So I'm going to get the Terra Jet in and pull the Kholer on it. I'm probably going to put that on eBay, and hopefully I can get my money back out of it. I don't know about the starter, if I'll keep it. I do have another snowmobile, Massey, that actually the motor needs a starter on it, but that's another story. So hopefully this is going to finish out my Terra Jet. I'm going to have to modify the mounting bracket on it to fit this one in, but I've seen where other guys have done it, so I don't think it's impossible. But anything that would run better than that two-stroke Kholer, I mean, I like the two-strokes and snowmobile stuff, but it just has not worked out in this Terra Jet. It's just not very dependable. I never know when it's going to conk out and foul the plugs or whatever. So I'm really liking this this Briggs. So we're going to get it cleaned up and get her painted up so she looks nice in the Terra. It's going to need a new set of plugs, but I think she's a good runner. Basically, I'm going to trade the guy some work for the motor. I think he said he paid $100 for it, and he's got a stuck engine that comes with it. I think I'm going to get that stuck engine, see if I can get that going, because I think they're really a great engine. Okay, thank you.